It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Caught in the backfield, it's Reese. Oh, he's got some space. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Got it behind the line. It's Pittman. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back. Closing space.
Intercepted. Got room on the return. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, UL Monroe. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And the free safety roaming the middle of the field, you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking for room, it's Pittman. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Warhawks!
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Final play of the quarter coming. Handoff from the gun. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. We've reached the end of the period, and it's Louisiana Monroe out front. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Wide receiver going in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. Finding open areas. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I like like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Off play action. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. UL Monroe has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Going for it all. Touchdown, UL Monroe. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
Lining up to add another.
Is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. BYU has the lead right now, but this LaVell Edwards Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap. David
breaks into the open. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
He'll pull it on the read. Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another 1st down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the 1st down. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. The great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the 1st down.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead.
A have built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
He'll try to tack on one more. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Evans. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
The Warhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Oh, what a move. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Shotgun snap on third down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
He gets a block. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Fires to the tight end. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout. And man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. A full field of defensive backs trying to take away the deep ball. Now on the move. Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. To the air, it's Croman Hope. He'll throw it. That's reeled in, it's Evans.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And the Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. He's going to run it. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a second and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of hands.
He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. Shows him the stiff arm. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Bulldogs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Tight end finds a soft spot. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. On the option. Quick toss. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Great job by the back on the option.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Flowers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines, be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Looking to fire. Working that left side now. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Davis-Wade Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Mississippi State will put a foot to it to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. That 3-touchdown lead has been cut to 7. The momentum has shifted, and now a chance to get it back on this drive. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Second down, he'll throw it. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll be brought down.
There's a great saying in football. It's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes. Well, my Jimmy's better than your Joe. And you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, you wonder that time if the QB was just forcing that one over to his running back. He's already made some catches in this game. The defense is aware of that, though, and that time they had outstanding coverage. There was no way that was going to be complete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll run it from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Power football with the run. Shakes off the defender. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this first down on 3rd and short. But how about the defense? Everybody's staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up 4th down.
He's got the back in the middle. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
They'll move the wide receiver. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Mississippi State lines up with a 1st and goal.
Get set, get set.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Mississippi State.
Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. They want to run this quarterback. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
Extra point here will tie the game. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Miami is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Canes fans wanted. But a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. A collision between ranked teams always impacts the big picture, fellas, and it appears that's the case again today.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Holden finds his man on the left. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds, and this offense trying to put something together. And the Warhawks have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Wants to go up top. On the shovel. There he goes. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got his man downfield. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
And this 4 vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. And the
defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Nice job by the defense.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third.
Touchdown, Warhawks! They take the lead with the 6.
And it's money time. It's third and goal. You got the option. You can run the football, still be balanced, use the big fella, the tight end. I love it down here because he can act like he's blocking, slip out, and get open. And then he's got that big body. You just throw it to him, and he does the rest.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Hand off from the shotgun. Thrust that arm out. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Motion from the wide receiver. The give on the option. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The Bulldogs come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Gives it on the option. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick, the offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
Looking for a push on fourth down. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense is feeling itself right now, and momentum's coming along with them. Back to pass, it's Croman Hope. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Now on first and goal, let's see what Mississippi State does. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Brings up second and goal.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. They'll move the tight end. He'll do it himself. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Evans. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass. It's complete to the right. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Now on 1st down from the 28. Out of the gun, the inside give. He picks up maybe a couple before he's stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. They met him there and forced the TFL.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. Quick strike complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
Kick is in the air. Pulls it in at the 25. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Gets the back moving. Out of the gun, the give to the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Coleman Hope. skips away from pressure. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, it's 3rd and short. They're throwing for it. They just can't come up with that one, setting up a big decision now for the head coach on 4th down.
Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tied game, hoping to get something on the board. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Warhawks now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never developed. And the Warhawks need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down and run. Short gain on the play before he slides.
And that's why it's important offensively. They're going to have to do a better job running the ball and getting positive yards early in the drive. You can't be in 3rd and long living in those situations against this defense because they like to play dime personnel. And with those faster guys, they're going to blitz, and they're going to match speed with speed. It's a nice way to combat the mobile ability this quarterback has. Now setting up 4th down.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Here comes the heat. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Didn't find much room on the return, but now they are in business and poised to strike from the 25. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work.
On the ready.
You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up in an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you've got to capitalize on, this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
And I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield, just like right there, and create a TFL.
Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man on the right. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And they go back on top.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the 4th quarter. Go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Quick pass on the fly motion. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. Sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football is a game of inches, and you've just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them out.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Coleman Hope. Buys a little time. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. Now we've got a little game pressure, and we'll see how the offense responds in a 3-point game, Jesse.
I can't wait to see this quarterback and how he's going to be able to handle that pressure, David. How will he respond in this situation?
And just know it. Listen, I'm only up by 3 now. If I can make this a 2-score game, I can almost put this away in the 4th quarter.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. is my friend with the lead late in the fourth quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
Fighting off the defender. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Warhawks will send out the punt unit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And that is just a spectacular punt, and he will pin them in the shadow of their own goalpost inside the 5. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Going right to work up top. He's taking the deep shot. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. He'll try to take it back.
Well, we've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeover.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with a W.
Yeah, and it's a team game, right? The offense did their job, and now defense will have to find a way in the future to make better plays, get stops, and stop them scoring so many points, especially when your offense does their job.
And we see a lot of games like this in college football when both offenses are just trading blows back and forth, and it just comes down to which defense can get a stop. And unfortunately for the losing team, they just were not able to get it done.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.